I just hate when rappers like use words but they don't know what it means.
Yeah.
She's like, these bitches sleeping something epilepsy. I was like, that ain't what that mean, dude. That's
What's going on? You tuned in for another episode of the All Points Podcast. Checking in with the freshest crew. This is Sam, aka the Slow Sob.
This is A2.
it's Mastermind Midwest.
And I fucked up, all right? Wanna know how I fucked up?
How you fuck up?
I fucked up the recording before.
God damn.
You know what? But I'm here to admit my mistakes. I'm here to admit that I'm an imperfect person. And I'm also here to admit that them niggas not here again. But it's okay, all right? You know, this is how we do. We may lost one, we may lose two, but we still gonna push it through, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah.
Like a newborn baby.
That's right.
Ooh.
I feel it.
Head first. And then you gotta
With or without the epidural.
It's all
Always.
natural around here.
always, because it's gonna hurt getting through this episode.
That's tough.
How y'all doing though?
Shit, man. It's been, I don't know when the last time I was here for an episode was. I think it was it last Tuesday? Or was I not here?
No, it was last Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you
The
here.
serial
It
episode.
feels like it's been
Forever.
fucking a month, man. Jesus.
I mean, to be fair, you know, we didn't do the last, you know,
Yeah.
so,
But I'm also never here Fridays.
I mean,
So
that's true, but
that shouldn't affect me.
I mean, but you got a valid reason though, so it's all good.
wait, but aren't you like done with classes for a bit?
Nah.
Okay, never mind then.
I had spring break,
Uh-huh.
so I was able to make it in on one of them. But
That's what it was.
now we've got we're coming up at the end of the year.
What, in like,
got, like-
in May, right?
4 weeks left.
Whew. And then it's summertime Sammy again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. we got a sneak peek of summertime Sammy last night.
Wait, what'd you do?
Man, I met up with Adrell down at Mulligan's, and did not expect to drink as much as I did. But it's like, you know, like,
I think that's everybody's
Yeah,
mind frame when
Yeah.
they go, you know.
but it's like, you know, like when you got it, like I got it, and it's like you walk into a place.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody knows you, and you're like, I'm gonna get like 2 or 3 drinks, but then everybody's like, "Oh, do these shots with me."
It's like, yo,
And
I
so
ain't
then-
seen you in a minute. Let me get a shot with you. Let me get a selfie with you. And
You
then
just
it's
like
you
lose
get
track of like what
Yep.
you've been drinking.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
like 8 different shots, like within the span of 45 minutes last night. They just kept giving them to me.
See, when you know you're going to walk in like that and somebody's going to buy you a drink, so just say, you know what, you can give me a drink, but you can only give me lemon drops. You can see how many of them you can take before you actually get drunk.
I got put on some new shit called an orange tea shot. Like I heard of a green tea, but this was orange tea.
What
Word.
the hell is in the orange
I have
tea?
no idea, but it tasted good. So
That's all that
they
matters,
just
right?
kept coming. I kept pouring them back.
I'm
There was one point where they accidentally ordered an extra shot, and they was like, I don't know what to do with this. So then I just took it and I did both the shots.
Do you want
okay.
Oh.
No, I was gonna say that's pretty much your fault then.
Yeah.
You know, because you was like, all right, well,
I mean,
you know
at
what,
that
fuck
point,
it.
I was already like 6, 7 drinks in. So
okay, yeah.
like you just fuck it at that point.
Do you want something on how it tastes or how strong it is?
If it's free,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So-
You know,
the
right.
man.
As long as it gets you there, right?
yeah. Like, but if I'm paying it, if it's cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
So if that's a vodka water, I'll take the well. What is the well usually like? Some plastic bottle,
You can flip them a quarter and then be like, all right, slip it your way.
like a Russian cathedral on the bottle.
Yeah,
I got it from the crates in the basement.
Man, they got it from the surplus from all that Russian vodka that got
They
banned.
can't even sell.
Oh man.
Nah, man. I mean, for me, it's more so it's a mix of it because you know there's 2 people that's always fighting. There's the cheap, and then there's like the lazy Alex. But when you're going out, it's always like a mix of both because I want to get as drunk as I can on the least amount.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Them Long Islands, they be killing it.
Hey
It
man.
just does it for me.
But it's like every time I go out, I mean, I went to high school with a few of the bartenders, but they still work down there, still going strong. Shout out to them. But
Yeah.
They be making my shit super strong. It's just like that first sip just like numbs your tongue.
That's that shit.
Like you sipping gasoline, but hey, I don't gotta buy too many of them.
They put a little of that booger sugar in it.
I was gonna say your tongue gonna know. You got Abel behind the counter.
Oh shit!
The weekend trying to make your weekend
Right. Hey.
I'm just like, man, because like I can't remember the last time that I had a drink that I was like, oh, this is my shit. It was,
Yeah.
except for fuck, what was it? It was Southern Comfort and something. It was like SoCo 7. Yeah, that's what it was. Southern Comfort 7 Up. I don't know why I haven't gotten back to that shit, but that was like the replacement Long Island when I was, when we went on good terms and we weren't talking. You know?
See, I wasn't talking.
Nah, bro. I think it's crazy the amount of alcohol that has come and gone. Like Mad Dog, it's gone. Or like, is Hypnotic still around?
I think so, but
I ain't had some of that since like 2017.
yeah, yeah.
Nobody drinks that anymore.
Well, what about because like, fuck, what was it? What was it the shit that rappers was drinking back in the day?
Was it
Cristal?
like?
Yeah,
Ain't that the champagne or something?
yeah. And I remember why it kind of went out of fashion because like it found out that dude was like, I don't want these
Yeah.
blacks drinking my drink.
Right.
Shit. Speaking of champagne, every once in a while when I'm like just driving around and I'm like listening to instrumentals or whatever,
All right.
I'll have fun and I'll like ghost write some like lines for all of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what it was, but I had one for you that was a play on words with Moet, but I pronounced it Moet. I think it was like, I keep these bottles on deck that's Moet to get your bitch Moet or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, that is a Midwest line. Can't even lie like that.
but it's a fun little peek behind the scenes of my creative brain
I like it.
and the shit I be doing.
You gonna record it though?
No.
But it's crazy. I got like a lot of songs that I just do in my spare time. And it's kind of like, you got to keep up with whatever image you portraying.
Yeah.
It's like I got a lot of champagne lines. I used to make, I used to like get mad at Wiz for like always making weed references and champagne, but it's like
You turn around
I
and do
get
the
it,
same
man.
shit.
It's just part of your vice, part of your lifestyle. So you
what you
just stick with it and keep flipping it and flipping it and flipping it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like me being a dirty motherfucker on my one. Nah, I mean, like when it comes to like rapping and shit like that, like honestly, I don't really like feel like I have like a persona,
Persona,
like I don't portray nothing right there. I will just write some shit, and if I think it's dope, it's out there. But I don't think I really follow any kind of like format or anything like that,
Yeah.
or have some image. I'm just rapping it.
I think that's like the one thing that's been giving me a lot of trouble. Because like with this mixtape, which by the way, I recorded a third verse just in case I don't get you on that track.
I keep meaning to, my
But
bad.
no, you good. But I recorded a third verse, so there's no pressure. But no, the first track on that is titled after the EP, and it's called "Finding My Voice."
Right.
And it has given me so much fucking trouble because the whole point of it is like it's this 4.5 minute long track,
Right.
and I'm like basically just biting other flows and voices and styles like throughout that 4.5 minutes. And so it's like trying to flip it and like switch between all these, but like keep it true to that style. It's like it's a fun concept, but it's kicking my ass.
I mean, but that's the fun about it is that, you
Yeah.
get that concept and just how well you can put it together. Because obviously it's never going to be like 100% perfect.
No.
But it's like how well you can get it within that range of like, okay, this is acceptable.
Right.
Because,
And as a perfectionist, that sucks.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like you don't want it to just be okay. You want it to be great.
Well, that's the thing is
But-
that, well, I say for myself, like when it comes to like writing verses and shit like that, there's a certain point where I'm just like, if I'm still kind of like nodding and still just like, oh, that line was dope, this line was dope, but I can do a little bit better here and whatnot. Like I'll do that to a point where, if it gets to the point where I'm just spending, days trying to find like a line for this one part here,
Right.
I'm like, that's where it needs to be. Because like if you're like really trying to like jam something in there, it might come off a little unnatural.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just my writing style.
Yeah.
I get to it.
Nah, man, it's weird. Because like you said, when it comes to other shit, I don't have like a persona that I portray.
Right.
So that track in particular is really fucking tough.
All right. Well, good luck. I'm going to get a verse out this weekend. It'll happen, all right? Trust me.
Hey, bro.
All
Whatever
right.
you got. I got to
He got to do it now. That's on.
I got no.
Yeah. It's recorded now.
Right, exactly.
I got to drop it by the 13th. So.
How many days we got?
Because the 14th.
Enough.
Because the 14th is my birthday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on having another birthday.
I regret it.
What are you going to be?
You can't say that. You can't say that.
No.
You say, what am I going to be?
Yeah, what are you going to be? How
is
old you going to be?
Halloween?
How old you going to
I
be?
thought you meant like, what am I going to dress up as?
Well, I mean, why not? You can dress up as like the Flash or something. It's your birthday. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Can I?
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you got that
I
permission.
never liked my birthday.
Yeah, you did say that before, didn't you?
Yeah, man, because as a kid, I never got to feel special.
Well, see, now you
No.
can walk out.
Now you make yourself feel special. You treat yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
don't know how to
doing?
do it.
All you got to do is
Get some champagne.
Yeah, I'm about to do some crazy shit on my birthday this time.
Oh, word?
Cause I don't never celebrate.
Mm.
Never.
What you doing?
Well, I'm going out of town, right?
Yeah, yeah?
To my niece's birthday graduation. I would be a little salty about that, but that's gonna be I'm be in Seattle, so
Yeah, fuck it.
it'll be nice. Get away. Probably I don't know if y'all ever seen the view from Seattle from like the sound and whatnot. But I'm doing that. If you look up any like Seattle's skylines and shit like that, any of them is just like you got the buildings in the front and then like you've got mountains and shit in the back.
Yeah.
And I've always thought that is just like one of the best views, and I've never seen it up front. So I'm gonna do it.
Well, hey, man.
Yeah.
I hope it does not disappoint you.
Oh, it probably will, because that's my look.
I mean,
Every
scenic
time.
views are always therapeutic to
Yeah.
me.
Right.
It's like I can draw inspiration from that and just whatever energy I pull from that, just plug it into something else.
Absolutely.
Do you think that you could like live somewhere that has like some of those scenic views, and like if it was like away from the city? Do you think that you could do that?
Away from the city?
Yeah.
Maybe like momentarily, like for a certain set time.
Right.
But then I got to come back.
That's what I was thinking about, because like there's a lot of artists that'll go out to like cabins and shit when they're
Yeah.
writing, and it's just like that nature and shit will have inspiration and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah, that would definitely be me.
I kind of want to do it. You know, that's what we should do this summer.
That's what unlocked all this shit, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause I was a long ass writer's block, and then like I went out to Portland and just
I
spent
remember
time out in the trees and shit, walking around,
Inhaling the trees.
inhaling the trees.
Yeah.
And then I come back and it's like I got all this fucking. But what should we do this summer, huh?
No, I'm saying we need to go out somewhere, natural, away from the city, the hustle and bustle, and start writing this group album, this crew album.
The final four,
It's curtain call.
final forever.
Final finality. No, I don't know. I'm just making up some shit.
And, it might end up being just a revitalization of the four. Because honestly, I think we got more than just one in us. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But I just need to get off my ass and start writing. See, here's the problem, okay? I got the one with Rick too,
Yeah.
and I've got some stuff written down, but for the most part, like, the beats are good. The beats are fucking good.
Yeah.
But there's like high concept shit I love, and that's what this is. But I'm finding a lot of times when I start writing, it feels like I'm recycling some of the same shit that I've said before, and that's what's fucking me up, And I know it's not the case, because I know that there's certain, like, one of the ones that we wrote, or I ended up writing like a month ago. It was like taking an experience from like 2 years ago. And that shit got personal.
Deep. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit got real.
We know what you
personal.
mean.
So I was just like, you know what, that one's just going out there. But then it's just kind of like on the other stuff, I'm like, I think I've mentioned something about this before, but I don't know, that gets difficult for me.
You're in a beautiful position where not a whole lot of people, have heard your shit.
True.
So if you do reuse something here and there, it ain't that big of a deal.
Well, I've always kind of maintained like, because that was a big thing that I hated about, and specifically it was Wayne, because I always heard a lot of the same lines, like, you know, I'm the shit, whatever. You know, he would always do that shit. It's like
Recycle.
yeah, like recycling lines and like concepts and shit. I'm not a big fan of that. Even if like few people have heard about that.
Yeah.
Still, it's just.
Speaking of I'm the shit bars, I was texting Kyle about this the other day, man.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck
That's
is
right.
that?
It don't exist.
But nah, I was texting some dude about this stuff the other day, and I was like, man, there's some motherfuckers out here with goofy ass bars, like Kodak Black.
Oh,
Kodak Black has
Lord.
this line where he says, "On this shit I'm farting, don't know how to party," and I'm like, what?
What was that? Man, I forget who it was. I think it was like I think it was Young Thug. He had this one dumbass line. It was like, he's like, girl, I'm anemic Martian shopper. Anemic market shopper. That's what he said. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Stupid.
It was the worst fucking line I've heard.
And I heard this Nicki Minaj line. It was on one of her new songs she released with, I think, Fabio Foreign.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate when rappers like use words but they don't know what it means.
Yeah.
She's like, these bitches sleeping something epilepsy. I was like, that ain't what that mean, dude. That's when you have seizures and shit. I was like, she probably meant like narcolepsy or something. But I can't believe she didn't catch it. Her engineer didn't catch it. Nobody in her camp caught it, and she just put it out there and released it to the public. And
She's
I was
like, yeah, that's hot, isn't it? It's hot, isn't it?
I
And she was
was
like
like,
holding
oh
they
my
check above
Lord.
their head or some shit.
That's just
Yeah.
funny as hell.
Shit pissed me off.
You're just so mad. They're like, these are the motherfuckers who are making like, you know, just I don't know how much fucking money they're making, but they're making like millions and shit.
I would expect her to be like Kanye, where it's just like, you just go update the track and pull that one and replace it with the updated version.
Yeah.
Hey, man. But you know, Kanye never fixed that one fucking bar on
Which one?
Yeezus. What song was it? I think it was on Black Skinhead, where he's like,
Keep it
I
300.
keep it 300.
Like the Romans?
Like the Romans,
Yeah.
300 bitches. Yeah, it's like, what? That's not the Romans, though.
Yeah. He was like, I don't care. These niggas don't know history.
Right.
But no, dog, like just weird ass fucking. And Kodak, I swear to God, like I don't listen to the dude. I just found out about this shit through secondhand. Motherfucker said,
that's the worst.
he said water on my butt like a tub.
Why would you?
Why?
All right, that is kind of funny though. Like, it's a shitty line, but that is kind of funny.
Man.
That's like that like off the wall like ODB shit. Like he would just say some goofy ass shit, but like it's funny.
And it's like I heard fucking what was it, man? There was this track that was supposed to be on Donda that was a 2 Chainz feature. And you know 2 Chainz is always saying some stupid shit.
Oh yeah, he got them Happy Meal
Pull a
bars.
bear and a bowl of ice. Like he's always got something to say. But on this shit, he was like, my way or the highway, Yahweh, Allah, God, Jehovah, ain't me when I'm sober. I can play the flute to a cobra. It's like,
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
I can't like the whole line of that. I'm following it the whole time, and then just
And then it's
derail with that shit.
I can play a flute to a cobra. Where the fuck did that come from?
I mean, you know. Well, hold on there.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Oh no!
All right, you know them snake charmers, right?
Aw.
You know they were believed to be holy in some ways.
You know what? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, bullshit meters going off the right. going.
You ain't wrong.
I mean, honestly, like I said, it's funny.
It tracks.
It's funny. You're in that same way, like in that same kind of like mood or whatever. So whatever he's talking about there. Yeah,
And also,
it's like,
I just
don't
love
care.
2 Chainz' voice. He can say anything.
I hated
I
it.
fucking love it.
I hated 2
Motherfucker
Chainz when
said-
it first came out.
What do you
He
say?
said when he first came out.
Why?
I don't know. It was irrational. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie. It was irrational hater. But he comes in 2 Chainz, and then it's just like, oh god. And then I just
Hey,
skip
bro.
track.
Could have been worse. He could have kept the fucking. He could have kept his name Titty Boy.
I would have enjoyed that. I would have expected there to be some titties in every one of his videos.
He don't say 2 Chainz anymore.
You know?
He's Tony.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I might have to listen to his shit.
That's whatever the line was.
No, I listened to his album.
Garbage.
It's mid.
His
It's
most
mediocre.
recent one?
Yeah, and
it's
I've
pretty
had
mid.
fucking Nori from Drink Champs. He was just hyping it up. Oh, this is a classic. This shit is fire. This is one of your best projects. I'm like, bro, stop lying to people that come on your show, dude.
Like, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It was, like you said, it was mid.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we need a couple mid albums. You know, the last couple of years have just been boo boo. You know,
So you're just ready for
I'm ready for some
something
new shit.
better than bad.
How do you feel about Tyler the Creator winning Best Rap Album of the Year? He
Wait,
was
was
up
that-
against J. Cole.
Wait, that was for Ego, right?
Nah.
No, it's for.
His newest one?
Call Me If You Get Lost.
Oh, okay.
And I actually, you know, that one guy, I don't remember his name. He made me listen to his album on the way to DreamCon, and I was like, "It's okay. It has a few. I'm just not a Tyler the Creator fan, but
yeah.
Like, it's kind of astounding to me that, like, and this is no shade on Tyler. Like, I think the kid is talented. And I definitely think that Call Me If You Get Lost is a solid, like, it takes a little bit of everything from everything he's done prior, and it just kind of builds upon that.
All right.
So it's nice to see that kind of growth, but I don't think it was Rap Album of the Year.
Really?
that's why at this point I'm just like, man, the Grammys. You know all the people that's voting, right? Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
panelists, and they know nothing about anything.
And
So it's like, why do they validate like what's pure art form at its highest level? Like,
I don't. It's not even a thing about that. It's really because like a lot of times it just comes down to what the studio is offering up to the academies.
yeah,
You know, so it's like you could have an album that sold more units, was better received by the audience, and had some like, you know, really innovative shit on it.
yeah.
But if there ain't no studio behind them pushing it to win that award, it's
Right.
probably not gonna win. And
Yeah,
it's a good thing that we start seeing, because that's the same thing that happened with Oscars and shit. Because it's like pretty much what they do. They end up pretty much just doing that same kind of thing. But it's a good thing that less people are paying attention to it.
Yeah.
Because then other award shows that actually are like judging on merits and shit like that is probably gonna pop up in the next decade or so.
Man.
I would hope, at least.
Yeah, man.
Cause I can't tell you once that I've actually watched the Grammys.
Oh, I ain't never watched it.
Yeah,
I don't got time. It's all fake. It's all
right.
It's all for show. And none of it really means any fucking thing.
Do y'all remember it was like a couple of years ago when Kanye was like, you know, fuck the Grammys, and he like put it in the toilet and shit like that?
Yeah, he like
I think
peed
it's,
on it.
yeah, I think it's funny that it's kind of like come around, you know, because like when he did that, I was just like, you know what? There's some people who will probably like kill to have that, and it does raise your profile. But he was at a point where it's like whatever he does, he's gonna get some attention.
Yeah, I mean, if you got an award, I mean, it gets you into a lot more rooms and doors.
Right.
You get seen somewhere. They got a Grammy award winning artist. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It get you more money, I guess.
I just think it's funny. Like in the beginning, he was all about getting them awards and Grammys and shit, but now it's just like, okay, I don't need them.
He won too, but
Yeah, he won 2.
he wasn't there.
Wait, he won
He
2?
won 2
Yeah.
Grammys.
Oh, okay.
He won 1 for Hurricane and 1 for Jail.
I honestly can't tell you because I haven't listened to Donda.
Yeah,
I haven't listened to Donda 2 either.
those are 2 solid tracks. Well, Donda 2.
It's just on the stem player.
It's
right?
like-
exist.
yeah.
What do you mean it doesn't exist?
Bro,
It's like not even finished.
It's not.
Everybody ain't got access. It's just,
I
some of it's like been recorded off his iPhone and ain't been mixed
see.
and mastered.
I downloaded the whole thing and
Uh-huh.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna listen to it cover to cover. It's a whole lot. It's demo tracks
Yeah.
because it's like like he gets on it and like the beat sounds like okay or whatever, and then is like a perfect example. There's this track called Pablo, which I think genuinely has potential to be like a great track.
I think
and
I
it's
know
him
that.
in Future.
Yeah.
And whenever it gets to his, like he starts it off,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "Soft is blind," and that's the whole thing. And, like he just does that over and over again.
That's it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
he's
it's
just like
mumble.
feeling.
That's just part of his recording process.
Which
I
is
mean, a
fine.
lot of people do it. You just really want the melodies, and then you just add words to it later. So,
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like to call it a release,
right.
Is
Yeah.
the part where I'm like, all right,
and make people pay $200.
That's what I was gonna say. Because he just raked in a lot of money with them stem players, but
Yeah.
obviously it cost a lot to manufacture too.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I've heard that from because I watched Fantano, and he was talking about that, and he was just like, yeah, Donda has some solid shit on there. Donda 2, workshop that shit, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, because you think about Kanye back in the day, you know, Kanye, from what I remember, he was just like, I'm not releasing nothing until it's done.
Yeah.
You know, but it's sad. It's sad to see.
I think he just realized that, like,
He could.
I mean, like, number one, obviously, as we've said before on the show, like, dude needs to take a break.
Yep.
And, like, take care of himself for a while.
True.
But I think on top of all his fucking whatever shit he's got going on mentally, he's also seen over the years that people desperately want to hear his leaked shit. Like, he has multiple leaked albums, whether it's TurboGrafx 16 or Yandhi. Like, there's entire leaked projects that exist, and people fucking go apeshit over it. Like, oh, this is great. I love it. And so now he's at this point where, like, he can show you the work in progress, and you'll still fucking eat it up. And he knows that.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, like, I like some of that rough stuff because, you know, it's before you get into where labels have their influence and then it's like cleaned up and shit like that. Like, I do enjoy the real rough stuff, but I like that from up and coming artists rather than somebody like Kanye.
Somebody already well established.
Yeah, because like if Kendrick did that, I would just be like, that's a disappointment. Like, actually, to be honest with you, the Untitled Unreleased, I listened to that maybe like twice. And then I was just like, yeah, I don't really fuck with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if he ends up doing kind of like the same kind of like chaotic releases and whatnot, I feel like people are gonna get tired of it.
Oh yeah, it's like predictable at this point now. Like,
Yeah.
It's a pattern.
Yeah.
But
I don't think there's anybody else who can get away with that though.
nah, they ain't got. He got a lot of money. He can weigh that. I mean,
Yeah, that's like the big thing. Like, Kyle, like, you know, with the money shit. This one dude asked that question. He asked that question on another show, and he was like, "What would you do if you had Elon Musk money?" That's the shit I'd be doing. Like, having these giant ass listening parties in stadiums with fucking crazy like set pieces and camera work and lighting and choreography. That shit would be dope as fuck.
You wouldn't just do like the evil genius shit and just take over people's phones and be like, yes, I want hack your phone.
Nah.
Now you must listen to my album.
I just let people see how fucking crazy I am. But it's like, you know, like you said, he's got all that money. He can do it.
yeah.
And also, it's like, I think objectively speaking, he's, whether you like him or not, one of the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah.
And it's because his reach has gotten so... he got so many fingers and so many different puddings now. Like, he's got the Gap Balenciaga collab. He's got the Yeezys that are taking over everything, pulling in billions a year.
So right now he actually got the answer, Sway.
I mean,
In certain aspects, but some answers he still don't.
I think when it comes to business, yeah, creativity, yeah, but everything else, nah.
I mean, it was like I remember an interview with Rhymefest, and he was just basically talking about leverage your wins, and he's been doing that for the last 2 decades. So, I mean, you can't be mad at him. Like, I definitely ain't mad at him for any of it. But yeah, it's just Kanye is a brand that I don't fuck with in pretty much any capacity. Like, I wouldn't be rocking no Yeezys. You ain't never gonna find me getting the fucking stem player. I mean, it's just I'm just not doing any of it. Like I like the concept of it without a doubt, because I thought about that a long time ago. I was like, why don't you have it on your deck where you can get, this is like when I was doing FL Studio, so I was like, you could do this.
Yeah.
But it was like, why don't you have it so you can remove certain tracks and whatnot? But like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't want that to be like just a Kanye thing,
Right.
But I mean, it is what it is.
What about the Yeezy Mobile?
You talking
I
about
think
the
you got your
truck?
answer.
That's not a real thing. Is
Cybertruck?
that a real thing? No, I was talking about it's like a Yeezy car. I don't know. I just threw
If
something
he did
wild
that,
out
oh
there.
my lord.
That now that I've
came
said
out
it, it
with
might
a-
happen.
He was like, nah, see, I need to make sure that these wheels are square, because when you go on the ground, you want to impact every time. Every time. I can see him do some shit like that. And that would be some... People would be like, yeah, it's Kanye.
Yeah.
Nah.
He's just making noise.
Yeah.
He would produce some shit that's like, it doesn't have wheels, it's treads.
What you got a fucking tank?
tractor or something?
Yeah, just like a tank, like a mini tank.
Then you can steal some.
It'd be that car that he pulled up to McDonald's in the
Oh, and that little. I hated that commercial.
Wait, which commercial?
where he's like, "Can I get a?"
Shit,
Yeah, it didn't last long.
I didn't see it.
Commercial lasts like a couple weeks.
Supposedly they were supposed to drop a Kanye sauce, and then they didn't do it, and they re-dropped Szechuan instead.
I will. You can't make me eat some Kanye sauce. Like, that just don't even sound right. No way. You can't.
Hey, don't nobody want Ye
no.
sauce in their mouth. Not even Kim.
Oh, damn.
Shit. She sure as fuck did one.
Well, shit. On that note, guess we'll go ahead and pull a quick commercial break.
You damn right.
Let's hear it from our sponsor, Yay Sauce. No,
It ain't the Mac sauce, it's the Ye sauce.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Was that Kyle enough? Did I do that right?
Who?
Oh, was that former occupier of this chair?
Damn. You think that's how they did it in the White House after Biden got elected?
Or they just like
It was just like Trump was like, who?
yeah. I wish we could have. Oh my God. Fuck this motherfucker. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into it. Not gonna do it. Not this episode. All right.
Oh man.
But this nigga Trump. Nah.
Trump.
It's wild out here though.
You know, he has not used his own social media platform that he made.
Oh, he did.
Like he used it once, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, he used it.
And he hasn't used it since.
He was pretty much just like,
It's not even a great program, is it?
Nah.
I seen an article on it about some bad stuff
It
going
just
on
ripped
with
off
it.
some open source shit, and then
And they were like, "Oh, this is good. Let me just do one tweet or one truth." That's what it was.
to see your president, Bigly. And then he'd never talk to them again.
And honestly, I'm glad. I'm glad that it didn't go anywhere, because that would make me sad if all the conservatives on Twitter left, and I wouldn't have anybody to argue with.
Well, hey,
Had nobody put the gloves on with.
That's right.
you're gonna have plenty of that now
Why is that?
because Elon Musk is now the largest single shareholder of Twitter.
God damn it.
Yeah.
God, I hate Musk.
Yeah.
Like, all right, he posted some stupid shit the other day.
Yeah.
It was like it was like it had like John Lennon or whatever.
Okay.
And he was singing Imagine. Imagine there's no wars and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And like there's this crowd of people that's sitting around, and he's just singing it, and then they look at him, and then they shoot him, and then they go back to their room. And I was like, "Are you against wars and shit, motherfucker?" Yeah. But yeah,
Oh,
I
Elon.
think he's trying to compare himself to John Lennon
well, I hope.
because, Twitter keeps striking him for going against their terms of service.
Well,
And he's like, I'm going to start my own social media.
and he could probably do it.
But now he's just deciding to just buy his own social media.
Well, see that could be a strategy too.
Yeah.
He could, have like stake in Twitter, make his own, and then go about his own business making it. Because like,
They're putting him on the board now.
well, yeah, of course they have to.
know,
If he's
'cause of that.
he's a major stake, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they just get bored with so much stuff. They just gotta keep finding whatever else they can put their hands in.
Man, when you're rich, like, what the fuck else do you do, I guess?
Right.
I'd keep to myself. Like, honestly.
Well, you
Except for my listening parties.
Yeah.
I would do that. But other than that, I just, I'd call y'all up, be like, hey, man, y'all want to take a trip to
I want to go fuck the sky. Just
Turks
put your
and
dick in the
Caicos.
sky.
fuck this guy.
Hey man, you probably could,
Yo.
man. I mean, you a billionaire. I could find a way to do anything.
That's some true rich nigga.
That's the thing, man. It's like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand wanting to just blow all your shit on yourself. Like,
I'm sorry, man. If I get rich, I'm finding like the biggest hill in Kansas, and I'm building like one of those old school like Dracula towers and shit. Because why not?
are you gonna buy one of those what are those things called? The things that manipulate the weather?
Oh, a harp.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
buy one of them so you can just have lightning strikes behind your house every
See,
night.
that's a good idea.
And we're trying to go back to the future. We need the lightning to strike the tower.
You got it.
And you're gonna have like big speakers in the ground all around it, so that way when a lightning strikes, it goes.
Listen, I'm hiring Brett to sit like 6 hours a day on the edge of it. Yeah, give him some fucking wings.
Get away from here, buddy,
He'll do it too.
or I'll unleash my snakes on you.
Hell no.
No, I mean like just elaborate shit that you can do if you had like Musk money. Like,
Yeah, man.
I mean, like I get not wanting to spend it on you entirely. But at this point in time, I'm doing as much good as I can with like, I don't say like a quarter of it. And then I'm just blowing all that shit on me, you know, because I'm never going to be able to do that shit again.
I think I'd probably do as much good with like half of it.
Yeah.
And then the other half would be on me and my friends.
I mean, you talking about like a quarter of it. You're talking about like hundreds of billions. Or 100, what was he like?
He's got a net worth of like 280 billion.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're still like billions of dollars.
But it's like, what the fuck? Like,
What can you like?
I don't need $1 billion.
Nobody needs $1 billion.
So like, I would be more than happy with fucking doing as much good as I can with 200 billion of it, and taking the rest and being like, and before, well, actually, it's not all liquid. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm saying in a situation where it is liquid, I would do as much good with as much of it as I could. But then the rest, it's like it's me and y'all going on trips, going to I don't know, man. Fuck Cancun.
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like we could go to the moon instead.
I ain't going to the moon. Fuck that. There's you ever see them old school like Looney Tunes cartoons?
Oh,
I like, it's too much crazy shit going on up there.
You think Marvin the Martian?
Yes.
Fucking blast your ass away.
He's got his
You make me very, very angry. Alex Krigler.
and it's like, yeah, of course you would know my name. Of course. I come to the moon and then there you are. Fantastic.
it's like, when did you get here, motherfucker? What do you mean? I live here.
Yeah, you encroaching upon my territory here.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I mean, like, I would rather, if anything, I would rather go exploring, and it's probably not possible right now, but like exploring the oceans and shit.
No, there's stuff in the ocean that I don't want to discover.
You're not lying.
It's like all kind of undiscovered species.
We don't know what's there. We know less about our ocean than we do about space.
Good.
Like, that's fucking wild.
Good. There's more fun to be had down there.
They
know
say-
there ain't nothing up on the moon.
They say that, like, nothing can live in the Marianas Trench, but what if something does? What if something does?
Hey, I'm Steve. I live in the Marianas. Hey, you guys visiting? Here, just come on down.
He's like old Greg.
Oh,
I'm old Greg.
I got a mangina.
You like Baileys? I like drinking Baileys from a shoe.
I never thought that shit was funny.
I never did either.
But just like years later, it's just like those quotables and shit. It's mildly funny.
It was in a weird way ahead of its time.
I miss old internet. I miss
what
old
it is,
YouTube. Because you would just pop up with just the most random shit. Like the whole in the spirit of kind of like the old internet shit. Y'all remember the little I'm the best.
Yeah.
I'm the best. Like shit like that. Like people were just, I ain't got shit to do today. I'm gonna just record some random ass shit
Or
and
like
just put it up there.
the classic waffle fry with the black dude.
Oh yeah, the Unforgivable.
Yeah.
I went to Levine's to get some pants.
I wonder where that guy's at now.
Oh man, it's crazy. Like the dude who was filming him.
Yeah.
So apparently he died.
The dude that was filming, or the
dude that was filming it.
Oh.
Yeah. And so like he did a oh god, I know he did some like video talking about it all, but then he ended up like pulling it because it was getting like too much attention.
Yeah.
And I guess he didn't want like people. He didn't want that out there anymore.
Right.
But he wanted to get kind of like an update on what was going on. But I was like, man, that sucks. Because that was like, they did that one thing.
Yeah.
And you're going to be remembered for that forever.
Right.
You know? But,
Nah, man. I miss pre-YouTube internet.
Yeah?
That's what I miss.
Well, like.
When like the only place you could get videos was like Newgrounds,
Or E-Bombs.
E-Bombs World,
Yeah.
Albino Black Sheep,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
all
Fark.
that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be on E-bombs all the time at school.
All the fucking time.
You think about
That's
it,
all
too.
there was to do.
There was bound to be some like nudity on E-Bombs and whatnot. But you still was able to get through.
Yeah, man.
All those C tunnels, A tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you.
You had to jump through hoops to be able to like look at anything in school. Now you can just be on your 5G. Wait, do
Right.
they confiscate still?
What phones?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like we've been out of touch. We've been out of touch with the school system for so long. We don't know how they doing it nowadays.
Yeah.
I gotta ask my younger sibling.
Yeah. I mean,
Be like, hey.
it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't.
Actually, no, they don't.
Yeah.
I just realized, no, they don't, because I don't talk to my mom very often.
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking to her the other day, and she was like all upset because apparently my younger sibling like uses up all the data. So apparently you can have your phone in school.
And it's guaranteed it's just nothing but TikTok.
You can just do
Oh
whatever
yeah,
want.
you know it.
I don't know, man. See, back in our day, if you ain't from our generation, you had to be on a computer if you wanted to look at shit on the internet.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And your mouse had a ball in it.
And if you lost that, you lost the mouse.
Now you could just stick your finger in there.
You could,
You
but
could
that's
move it. It was a pain in the ass.
yeah, nah, I wasn't doing it.
But then, then you just go down to some place where you win prizes like a Chuck E. Cheese, and you win one of those paddle balls, and you just take the ball off the end of that and stick
Wait,
it
did you
in
do
your mouth.
that? I was gonna
Oh.
say, if you ever did that shit, I was like, I guarantee that shit
Goofy
wouldn't work.
mouses.
I think that mouse is too big, or the ball is too big.
Yeah, it might be.
Because you twist the little round cap,
Yeah,
take it
pop
off,
it
pull
up.
the ball out.
It's like all you got to do is just get you some paper and just ball that shit up.
That shit,
Hell
man,
no.
get out of here. Nah, dog, fucking, I miss those like old websites. Everybody had a website, and
Yeah.
you go across it, and it's like blue text on a red background.
Yeah, they
And
had
it's
this
like
the
one
worst.
pattern just repeating over and over and over again.
And they had the little peanut butter jelly banana in the
Oh,
background.
yeah.
Everything was formatted in tables.
Yeah. Oh
A
shit.
lot of exclamation points.
Yeah, because it was like,
welcome to my
page."
site.
Yeah.
And that little counter at the bottom of the page that was like how many people have viewed the
And it's like 12. And it's like the 15th most viewed page on the internet.
Miss that shit, man.
Oh, God.
The Wild West of the internet.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it back to like the shit that we would do on the internet because I think we already talked about it on the show, but like me and Jonathan and I think it was me, Jonathan, and my cousin Marvin. We would always be in like chat rooms with AIM, and then like one of us got the bright idea. It's like, hey, why don't we go into the adult chat rooms? And then of course, you got some people. Hey, how old are you? Or ASL.
ASL.
Yeah, and that was always like I didn't know what the fuck that meant.
Yeah.
I have vivid memories of being in this role play AIM chat room
Okay.
back in like 2002. But it's like I have like it's weird that this is what stuck in my head, and I think it's because I remembered it at some point and I cringed at it so hard that I cringed it into my memory. Because what had happened was we were doing this role play thing, and this one person who I was married to was like dying, and
What?
my response to them dying was to say, "But I love you."
What?
Oh, fuck. Well, now that you said
Cured of
that.
death. You
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
It was just wild. I had no business being on that shit.
I remember there was this one, I think Jonathan can attest to it, but there's this one dude who we ended up like being friends with. I think he was probably around our age. I don't know. You can lie on the internet.
Yeah.
But
Wait, you can just do that?
yeah, you know.
You really think people would just go on the internet and lie?
Well, I've heard stories and there's reports, but yes. But like this dude we were talking with him, and it was in this one chat room, and it was just like I think it had to do with like games or some shit like that. But just to be like, and if you were angry at somebody, you say "toi,"
Say what?
and then "toi."
Twa-
And so like I think we started saying that, and then like dudes started saying that, and then like we add each other as friends, and then it got old because I think dude just kept using it over and over and over. And then dude was just kind of like I think we confronted him, just like, dude, you're saying it too much. And he was like, wait, but it's our word. And it was like, wait, hold the fucking phone. You didn't have nothing to do with the creation of this shit. I don't know, man. I think that was like the early signs of people like being just dependent on the internet,
Yeah, man.
Because like I can understand if it's somebody who can't get out and do something, but I don't think that was the type of person. I think he was probably just like, I need friends.
Well, I mean, depending on what the timeline of this was, that's really the only people who was on the internet.
Yeah, probably.
Because this shit was like, it wasn't like it is now, where like the internet, everybody uses it.
Right.
It was like,
Even old people.
it was like
Yeah.
you were a fucking nerd if you used the internet.
Yeah, and we was out there playing them SpongeBob Flash games. So yeah, we was nerds.
Flash game websites, fucking, what else? Habu Hotel.
See, I never did that.
Back when Steam was green,
Wait, it was?
Counter-Strike was the only thing you could play. That and Half-Life, Gold Source and shit.
See, your internet, your heyday internet is different. Because like when we had it, it was so they had like them old school Flash games that like the second that like you like reload the page or whatever, you have to like reload the Flash player and shit like that.
No,
okay, so
no, I
you
remember that.
All right.
No, man, back in either 99 or 2000, whenever Windows Me was a thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
my mom used the mail app on the computer. I don't think it was called Outlook back then. I think it was called something else. But like the point is, she used the computer built-in mail app, and somebody had forwarded this thing to her that I've been trying to find to this day. Because what you could do is you could like destroy your desktop. Like it would basically take a screenshot of your whole screen, and then you could like use a flamethrower on it or like a hammer to like smack it. You could like release ants and termites and shit. It was crazy. And like as a kid, I was like, "Oh, this is dope."
yeah, but
I'm just destroying shit, and then I can clean it up.
The one thing that I remember from back then, like it's something. I mean, it isn't like that, but it was kind of like a game or whatever. But and I've been trying to find it for years and I can't. But it's this. It was called like Chicken. It was like a chicken cross the road, but it was like a Frogger type game. And you would think that something, you've got like those associated. Like it's a chicken, Frogger, you can find it easy. But I've not been able to find that shit for like the last 3 or 4 years.
That's tough.
It's rough.
You been on what, eBay or?
Nah, it was I think it came, because we had a HP. Like we had an HP back in the day. And I think it came with it. Yeah. Or it was like, because they used to have these little like monthly demo games and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like they would send it to us.
My grandma would get those.
Okay, yeah. And I can't figure out what it was called Chicken. I know it was called Chicken, unless they changed the title on the desktop, but I just can't find it.
Yeah, bro.
And I went through this. So there was like this one YouTube video, and it was just like 90s PC games, and it was like 2 hours long, and I'm just like scrubbing through the whole thing trying to find it, and it wasn't on there.
That's dedication.
I'm really trying to find that shit. Because I was fantastic at it. I was the first one to beat the game. And I also spent like 60% of the time on the PC anyway.
Games were so hard to beat back in the day.
Yeah, because they had to be.
They were so simple.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I mean like
especially Flash games.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They were hella simple. But like that's the other thing, man. Like let's fast forward a couple years, say like 2003-ish. Like fucking there was this video game where like you was in the White House and you was playing as George Bush and you were just like shooting copies of Osama bin Laden.
Wait, what?
Like it'd like pop up and you had to like shoot him.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Like I remember that shit. It's like game. There was no limit.
Yeah.
If something existed, people were like, all right, we're going to make shit off of this. Like it didn't fucking matter.
Yeah, but now it's all been sanitized. You can't even shoot well, never mind. I won't say it on the show.
There was a game where you slapped a monkey.
Didn't it happen to
stickdeath.com was a thing?
Oh, yeah, I remember
that was
that.
a whole site.
I remember that.
Stickdeath.com. Just animations of stick figures dying in various ways. That was a whole fucking site.
It was a lot of like
and it was popular.
Yeah, there was a lot of like just I mean, we have it still, but a lot of like just random death and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you guys did you guys know about like Joe Cartoon and everything like that?
Yes.
There was one specific. It was like a frog in a blender. And like everyone, if you press number 1, it was just like kind of like whir a little bit. But this is like sitting there.
This was like in the game.
Yeah, it was like a game. Well, it wasn't really a game. It was kind of like a flash animation, but it was an interactive one. So you press the 1, it starts going a little like the water starts spinning. You press 2, and it's like 1 to 10.
What the fuck is torturing
like
animated frog
that's what I'm saying.
In a blender?
Like shit like that got popular. Like
yeah, man. Anything went.
Really, like that's without a doubt. You could just get away with fucking anything back then, as long as you had the web space and the skills to do it.
Yeah, man. Back when IRC chat was all you had.
Never had it.
Then it was AIM.
Yep.
That's and it was Yahoo Messenger was big for a while.
Yeah. And then MSN No, it never got off the ground.
Never got off the ground.
However, I do remember trading news with somebody on MSN Messenger. And I think to this day that might have been a dude, but
what?
I mean, it could have. Like, again, you can lie anywhere.
Yeah,
true. Yeah, of course.
So, I don't know.
And now we're in this age of like, oh, we got to make a metaverse. You gotta do it. And it's like, man, I remember the original Metaverse.
Yeah.
With Habbo Hotel, or when they're trying to get IMVU off the ground.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
that shit?
yeah.
They have a little digital avatar sitting next to each other on a Ferris wheel, and y'all talk to each other.
A dude that I know, he is basically on there, and like he has a male character, but he's a gay dude, but he's got a male character, but he often switches it over to like very female presenting.
Okay.
So like he'll be in some chat room with one of the dudes in there, and they'll be like their girlfriend, and then their girlfriend will log off, and then he'll just like walk up to be like, "Hey, what's up?" And so, and then like what he'll try to do is he'll try to bait him into like doing some sexual shit, and then just like at the last second switch over to his male presenting character just to fuck with him.
That's fine.
And that's what I want to do in the metaverse.
That's
Just troll people.
Oh yeah, of course. Why not?
Virtually catfish someone.
I mean, it would be hilarious.
I mean, yeah.
There was also that, I don't know if y'all saw that article. It was talking about they were talking about having somebody extend their life to live in the metaverse, and
That's
they're
like
just
Black Mirror.
yeah, and I'm just like, there's a big piece of me that wants that to succeed, because if I can be like an 80-year-old and I'm like, all right, I can see it, I'm sunsetting here.
Yeah.
And then I can extend my life to go troll in the metaverse for the rest of eternity.
But you know what episode I'm talking about on Black Mirror?
Yeah,
It was about to die and
the San Junipero.
yeah, that one
yeah.
episode. That's what it reminds me of.
I think that's where they want to go. I mean,
Yeah.
it probably will never get to that point, but
hey, man, never say never.
I'm just saying,
Because
I mean, the one thing that didn't make sense about that episode though was like, it wasn't them. It was just like a copy of their memories.
Yeah.
You know. So it was just like computers talking to computers.
Yeah.
It never made no sense to me.
I mean, that shit, man. I don't know.
It's mind blowing.
The thing that fucks with me is like we're getting to this point now where like we don't understand the brain, like we still don't.
Right.
Because we cannot unlock our full potential of our brain.
If I
had a Keyblade,
I could unlock it.
and we still don't understand how sleep works, how dreams work. Mm-hmm. But I forget what company it is.
Neuralink.
No, it's like some brand. I don't know if it's not Pepsi, but it's like in that realm of like just a brand.
Right.
They paid some woman like $5,000 to like experiment with injecting ads into her dreams.
Did it work?
Yeah.
No.
And I'm just like,
why?
like
Like-
just fuck that.
How did it work? Did they have her like watch something?
I don't know. I didn't read any further into it. I just saw that and I was like, I don't want this.
Right.
Like, no. I don't want to fucking have my dreams invaded by ads.
It's like by buying this can of Pepsi,
And-
you consent to having
And for
Pepsi chains.
$5,000?
Yeah, right.
She potentially fucked the entirety of the human race's sleep for the rest of eternity
I
for
mean,
$5,000.
I might fuck the rest of humanity for $5,000. I mean,
That's a pittance.
it's just well, depending on how much I need that $5,000.
Fuck, man. That's
If I need to get some
tragic.
rims.
He said that shit is tragic, man. So yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like we might get to this point where we can all come together in like a room and lay down in some pods, and then like we all collectively fall asleep and have a shared dream experience.
That'd be nice.
You
That'd
know,
be crazy.
You know, like just imagine you're like, hey, y'all want to go to Cancun, and then we go in our pods, and then go to Cancun.
such a fucking sad thought, though.
What, to go to Cancun or the pods?
The pods, man. Just like this whole, like all this dystopian shit, and it's like we already live in so much of it.
Hold on. You're telling me that a virtual reality that can like unlock your mind and put you somewhere in a simulation is a dystopia?
It's sad when you think about the implications of that. Like the fact that it presents this world where you have no opportunity to actually travel, or maybe like the world's just so damaged and in disrepair that like you can't go to Cancun.
All right.
Like
Yeah.
I hate seeing all this
No,
shit.
I
don't know, man.
I understand that,
That
but,
shit is sad.
but my rebuttal would be this is also a world where I can fulfill my fantasy of fucking Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, and that's fair.
You
Why
know?
is that? Keep popping up.
There's pros and cons.
Talking
man.
about Jessica Rabbit the whole week.
You got to take the good with the bad, I guess.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm going to have a lot of good in that one.
everybody's gonna be working
Kung Fu
for
fighting.
Amazon, selling cans of fresh air. but at least you can fuck Jessica Rabbit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, I would sell humanity for $5,000. So I think I'm a good candidate for them pods.
Fuck it, man.
What if like you know how they did Lola Bunny?
Well, when
What if they did it like a
oh man,
a reboot, and then they just made Jessica Rabbit like fall off, like she's just not even attractive anymore.
I think that I think nerds would actually rage, with myself included. I mean, come on now.
Hey, it's a possibility
Yeah, I mean, you know,
in this day and age.
true.
Hey, man, they already made the M&Ms not sexy. How dare they?
Yeah, no way.
But that's kind of ironic because you know, sex sells, and you know everything's so sexualized with movies and imagery and
Yeah,
commercials, even just like shaving commercials. I had this girl like whatever. She basically damn near shaving her shit on live TV, and I'm just like, okay. But then you're trying to say that cartoons or animations are
cartoons
too
are
revealing.
getting too hot.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I kind of get that though. The only thing that I would say is like, yeah, sex sells fine. I don't have a problem with that. But if it's like cartoons and shit, that's, you know, for kids. And then you can make the argument. It's like, okay, we probably should, you know, have a separation between like kids media and having sexual themes and whatnot. And then, you know.
But you remember all the sexual stuff hidden in our cartoons?
Mm-hmm. And why do you think I turned out how I did?
Didn't even have to be hidden. Y'all remember Ren and Stimpy?
Like,
Right.
Yeah, Ren and
Yeah.
Stimpy. Look at Dexter's mom. Like, why would they make her?
I mean,
Why would they sculpt her like
She
that?
was thick as... Tell you that. She's
Then they
thick
got
as-
like you said, no, cow and chicken. They got the fucking devil walking around on his ass cheeks, like they emphasizing the
got that
keister.
donk.
I forgot about that
Same with cow,
shit. Man.
milking them udders.
Yeah.
All this.
Milking them udders.
There was, I don't know if you've seen the episode that never aired,
I
Cow and
think
chicken?
I've probably
Yeah.
seen some clips on
the Buffalo Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing that happens, like the first thing that happens when they introduce the Buffalo Girls, they come into the house and then all of them start chewing on the carpet.
Yeah.
carpet munch.
Yeah. Like they kept some things, like, you know, I could see that one going a bit too far, but like
Even with Rocco's Modern
Yeah, I was
Life.
about to
With,
say
yeah.
what was the frogs? Mr. Ed and what was it?
Big Heads?
Big.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Would you mean when he was a sex line operator?
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
a lot of sexual innuendos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Or like early SpongeBob when he was watching that seeing into me like on the TV, and then Gary comes and he's like, Gary,
he turns the
They
channel.
got
he's
caught.
watching the sports channel.
Got caught in his midnight session.
It's bad because everybody can relate to that one right there.
Or that episode where he's trying to give Gary a bath, and he has these bars of soap because he's trying to trick him. He's
Uh-huh.
trying to trick him into taking a bath because Gary doesn't want to take a bath, and has these bars of soap, and he's like, "Look, doubloons," and then he winks. He says, "Don't drop them."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh God. There was another one with cow and chicken. It was like there was a tribe. They were like the savage tribe, but they were called the Asweepes.
oh yeah. That shit is almost blatant.
Or
Yeah.
like
Like-
Rugrats with Dr. Lipshits. Like,
Dr. Lipshit.
why would you name a doctor that?
Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking about Dr. Lipshits today.
Really?
Yeah. It was like I forget what I was like thinking about, but I was like, that name, they got away with that.
Yeah, it was like they was getting away with murder.
Oh shit. That's fucking hilarious.
They really fucked over Dill though, man.
How so?
They just
Like really Dill Pickles?
They-
Like fuck you. And then
His name was Dylan.
and then they had a part of the show that fucking I think it was Phil dropped him on his head. That's canon. That's canon to the show. They're like, why did Dill end up like this? Oh, he was dropped on his head. Like,
That's
fuck.
Was that the all grown up one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, I kind of tapped out then.
Yeah, that was pretty much the last one. I was like, okay, I've watched enough Rugrats.
It was fucking.
It's good, but
There's all kinds of shit back then, like Mike Luganog. Fucking
Watch
Kerblam.
that.
Oh yeah,
That was, yeah.
Kerblam was lit.
Yeah, that was a.
that's on Paramount Plus.
Wait, it is?
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh
They
shit!
still got the Prometheus and Bob skits.
yep, that's all on there.
I'm about to watch some of that
You
tonight.
better fucking believe.
Right. But you know what else I'm about to watch?
What?
I'm about to watch us bring this episode to a close.
Well,
Yeah.
since the Jayhawks won, I think I might go to Lawrence and party this weekend.
Man, you know what? That's
Actually a good
That's a
idea.
good idea.
Hey, big black sack and Lawrence.
Hey,
you know what?
Hey.
We might have to make that happen. So that means that everybody listening, you need to be paying attention to our YouTube. We might give some hints on the Instagram and also on Twitter, so definitely follow those. And we're definitely going to make sure that we have that on TikTok. So keep your eyes peeled. We are the All Points Podcast. I go by the name of A2.
it's Mastermind Midwest.
So Sam, aka the slow sob,
All right, and we
are
out of here.
Peace.